So the California Department of Justice and Javier Becerra say that they need more of your money. Let's talk about this. But real quick before we jump into this video, if you think that the California Department of Justice needs to keep their hands off your money, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. But real quick before we jump into this video, I want to thank one of the new sponsors of the channel, and that is Got Your Six. For just $2.99 a month, you get access to a slew of very beneficial things on their app. This includes up-to-date local, state, and national news that affects your Second Amendment rights. And you have the ability to create small groups for events, get notifications about events. But also a cool feature on this is that through that small group, if your Second Amendment rights were ever violated, like a red flag law, you can simply click a button that says Initiate Freedom, and a notification goes out to all the members of that group, including maybe if you have an attorney in that group. And so it's kind of an Amber Alert for firearms enthusiasts and Second Amendment advocates. So I just want to thank Got Your Six for supporting the channel. If you'd be interested in pre-registering for their app, you can click the link down in the comment section and the detail section. So this is something that actually came to my attention through my Instagram feed. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, I highly recommend you do that. That's a way you can get really up-to-date information from me, and if something very significant happens, I usually blast it out on my Instagram first. But this came across on my Instagram specifically from Firearms Policy Coalition. A lot of you are aware of Firearms Policy Coalition. They do amazing things for gun owners, not just in California, but nationwide. And I'll put a link down to Firearms Policy Coalition as well down in the detail section. If you would like to join them, donate to them, I always recommend that you go support Firearms Policy Coalition, especially in California, because they've done a lot for us. So specifically what came to my attention through the Firearms Policy Coalition posting is that the California Department of Justice has released emergency regulations that seek to increase the dealer regulative sale fee, which is the DROS fee, from $19 to $31.19. Ultimately, this will significantly drive up the cost to purchase a gun in California. So the California Department of Justice, Gavin Newsom, Javier Becerra are now saying that they need to increase the fee that we are being charged here in the state of California because they don't have sufficient funds to process these DROS. A lot of you are probably familiar with what's been going on lately here in the state of California in regard to the DROS system. Earlier in this year, we've had significant delays in the DROS processing, and actually the California Department of Justice put out notices saying that, hey, we're going to be delaying these fees. We're going to be taking it from 10 days all the way up to 30 days. And Firearms Policy Coalition has actually instituted a case against the California Department of Justice for that specific action. But this all ties together because the California Department of Justice is now not only saying that, hey, we have longer periods of time that we can take to process your DROSs, but now also we are going to try to increase the fee because we don't have sufficient staffing. We don't have enough money to actually process these DROS fees because we've just been inundated with hundreds and thousands of background checks and firearms purchases because of what's going on right now. And I mean, that is correct. There are tons of people going out trying to purchase firearms, but really the additional step for the California Department of Justice and the additional delays and the alleged need for more fees is just kind of all the California state trying to pat their pockets because they are in a physical budget issue. They don't have enough money, and so now they are trying to find alternative means to get more money. And one of the ways that they are trying to now seek to get more money is from California gun owners like me and you. California gun owners are always subject to additional fees and charges and taxes because that's just kind of the MO of the state of California. Whenever they need additional funds to do whatever it is that they want to do, they come to us first. So this is just another way that the state of California is trying to get funds to do whatever it is that they are doing, and pretty much it's coming at the expense of us, the firearms owner here in the state of California. And so I'll actually put a link down below as well to this finding of emergency that they put out October 9th, 2020, and this is the California Department of Justice. And so one interesting section that I wanted to read for you guys in this statement of emergency by the California Department of Justice is that they say the department has been working on economic impact analysis for the increase of the dealer regulative sales, the DROS fee, from $19 to $31.19. In the last few months, the department has experienced a higher than normal DROS volume and is endeavoring to include the most up-to-date economic and physical information in its rulemaking documents. And then they go on later in the letter to say on January 1st, 2020, the regulatory $19 DROS fee authorized by Penal Code Section 28225 became invalid, and without the emergency regulation, the department will not have authority to charge a fee to conduct background checks for firearms transactions. Without the ability to charge a valid DROS fee, the department anticipates a loss in revenue, which will make the DROS fund insolvent. If the DROS fund becomes insolvent, the department will have two options. One, discontinue background checks and other bureau activities, or two, redirect general fund resources from other potentially mandated department programs, risking public safety and lack of compliance in other areas. Beginning January 1st, 2020, Penal Code Section 28233 authorizes the department to charge DROS fees of exactly $31.19. This action to readopt the emergency regulation implementing Penal Code Section 28223 will permit the department to continue imposing the new $31 and $19 fee in place of the old $19 fee and avoid serious harm resulting from an insolvency in the DROS fund. So essentially what they're saying here in this letter is they have to recontinue this emergency order, and if they don't, one of two things is going to happen. Either one, they have to discontinue doing DROSes, so essentially they're kind of threatening, in my opinion, we're just not going to process DROS anymore, which I don't think that they can do that. I think that would violate our Second Amendment rights if they're just not going to process our background checks and actually give us our firearms. I think they're going to run into an issue there if that's what they plan on doing. Or two, they're going to have to try to find money somewhere else. And of course, the state of California doesn't want to have to do that. They don't want to have to try to dip into other funds that they've allocated for a lot of other really dumb things in the state of California. So instead, what is their plan? They're just going to charge us more money to make sure that their fund is full and that they can do whatever they want, and so that the clown show of the California Department of Justice can continue on. So that's essentially what they're saying. And the reality is, if they needed other funds from somewhere else, they could of course get that, but it's easier for them just to charge us more money. And so this is really interesting. Of course, once again, California gun owners are going to have additional fees charged to us because that is just the MO of the state of California. Now, in this letter, they have places that you can send comments to the DOJ, and I'll put a link down below to the letter, and it's on page 1 of 5 that you can see the address, the email address, all that stuff. Whether or not they'll respond to you guys, I highly doubt it because it's the California Department of Justice, but there is a mechanism where we can go and actually voice our opinions that it is improper for them to increase the fee, charge us more money, and also it doesn't make sense that they can't operate on the traditional $19 fee. Why would they not just continue that on? So I thought I would just put this information out to you guys because already California gun owners were charged for anything and everything. We have fees and we have waiting periods and we have background checks or eligibility checks on ammunition and additional fees on that. So we have so many fees already attached to gun ownership here in the state, and this is just the state of California once again continuing that and in fact increasing our fees on one specific aspect, which is the DROS. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below and I'll try to answer the best of my ability. Also, if you like this video and like support the channel, one of the best ways to do that is to join the Patreon page, and I'll go ahead and put a link down below to my Patreon page. Also, just like, comment, subscribing, and make sure you hit that notification bell because that helps the channel analytics, helps to spread the word about the Second Amendment, also helps spread the word about things like this that are going on in the state of California to infringe on our Second Amendment rights. So as always, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and never forget this nation was built by armed scholars, and this nation will be maintained by armed scholars.